Ash is a 2025 psychological horror thriller that is directed by first-time director Flying Lotus. Now, I am aware who Flying Lotus is, but I do not know who Flying Lotus is. I feel like he is a music producer. I don't know if he's an artist per se.
No domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this Janis Joplin droplets. It sound like the apocalypse.
But I did hear one song from him and Denzel Curry called Black Balloon, which I really enjoy. So as far as I know, this is Flying Lotus's feature film debut. I do look at his IMDb page and it shows that he did a segment on VHS 99. He did direct a movie back in 2017 and he worked on a project, or a music video I should say, with the legendary David Lynch.
Just then a man appeared running frantically in the street. The man yelling, "Fire is coming! Fire is coming!"
This is not the first time I tried to make a film. You know, I've tried to, I've dabbled in this stuff for a while now, but this is the first one. And that actually came to be because I actually fucking started believing in myself, and had people around supporting me.
This movie stars Eiza Gonzalez, Aaron Paul, Iko Uwais, Kate Elliott, Buwala Kwali, and Flying Lotus himself. This movie does have that alien Ridley Scott feel to it, but it doesn't feel that way throughout the entire runtime because there is some mystery that is sprinkled within the narrative of this film. And that is the intriguing part about this thing. The mystery is what holds your attention as a viewer. At least it held my attention because I wanted to know what was going on. It's like as soon as the film begins, it throws you into the main character's position, which is played by Eiza Gonzalez, and she plays it beautifully. Now, you could say she maybe does a little overacting, maybe her facial expressions and this and that is a little, whatever. But I feel like with the performance that she gave, it's believable.
Unusual life form.
There is one thing that did stick out like a sore thumb to me, and that's Eiza Gonzalez looking like Joanna Dark from the video game Perfect Dark. Eiza Gonzalez, if they ever make a Perfect Dark movie, because that is fucking the original Perfect Dark on the N64, that was the game, and if they ever turn that into a movie, they better hire Eiza Gonzalez because her whole attire, her look, her hairstyle, everything just reminded me of Joanna from Perfect Dark. I'm sorry.
Wow, that's the first time I've seen another planet from space. It's beautiful.
Then we have Aaron Paul. And Aaron Paul, you could say, or at least I'm saying, maybe he tries to act like too much of a tough guy. Like when I see Aaron Paul in this movie, I'm like, okay, so Aaron Paul is playing a gang leader from a motorcycle gang who later on in life became an astronaut. Like Aaron Paul in this movie, he just plays it way too serious. But just like Eiza Gonzalez, his performance is believable.
What do you remember?
Just moments.
We need answers. Try to stay calm.
Iko Uwais, Buwala Kwali, and Kate Elliott and Flying Lotus, when they come into the film, it does feel like Alien, but unlike Alien, we don't get any intimate moments with these characters. I mean, the movie pretty much spoon feeds us who these people are, and yet even then, when their deaths happen, I kind of don't care because I don't know these people. Like, the movie is trying to hammer in the fact that Eiza Gonzalez's character cares about these people and she has relationships with these people. but it's just not enough meat and potatoes for me to sink my teeth into to truly genuinely care about these individual characters. I mean, when shit does hit the fan, what sucks me into the chaos is the visuals. Like, the visuals in this film. Kudos to the cinematographer, Richard Bluck, I think his name is. Like, the visuals in this film are mwah, they're chef's kisses. It's spectacular. This is a trippy movie. Like, this is a movie where it's like the visuals, they suck you in. It feels like a lucid dream. It feels like you're high off mushrooms. Like, this is the kind of movie where you go and you freak out and you trip balls. And then the musical score from Flying Lotus is spectacular, because it's like, bro, there are sequences in this film where the music kicks in and you hear that bass and you're just like, you're so into it, or at least I was. It's like, one little nitpick though is that the CGI in this film, this isn't like, you know, up to par with like Star Wars and stuff like that with the visuals, but hey, you know, this is a low budget horror film and they did with what they could, and what they did, you know, in the end, I feel like it did work out for the most part. When the film starts, it's slow, it may be a little boring, but trust me, if you hold on, you will be rewarded for your patience tenfold. You got people turning into final bosses from Resident Evil video games. You got people doing Michael Myers setups. You got a musical score that would make John Carpenter smile from ear to ear.
I did a lot of the music in New Zealand in this little cubicle, and I had very limited equipment, and it reminded me of, you know, when John Carpenter was doing Halloween, you know, so, and he had, you know, limited equipment and gear, and I just tried to get into that headspace a little bit of just like limitations and just rolling with what I had. I had a few synths and a few, you know, sounds that I was going to use, and that was it.
By the end, I was satisfied. That's all I have to say.
When I got the script, it awakened that 13-year-old in me, you know, where I got to dream up my own dark-ass Star Wars, you know, and it's like, it's super cool, you know, it's like, it's a dream come true.